Uh-oh! A catastrophe! Nash is brilliant at keeping our treehouse a pest-free zone.
Claudius!
Claudius!
Oops, speaking of pests...
What have you done with Claudius? Your monkey Moggy attacked us.
Only because your mouldy mutt chased him up there. Out of my way, I'm coming in.
Into our treehouse? No way.
Just you try and stop me.
Man the defences, menaces!
Ha! Ha ha!
Treehouse safe from intruders. Result. As if we'd let Walter or anyone into our treehouse.
Best den in the history of Beano Town.
Best den in the history of the world. Cool. Can I come and see it?
No, sorry.
No, not possible.
Menace's only zone. No can do.
Did you just say no to me?
Yep.
Don't worry, Angel Face. I've seen their den. It's rubbish. My new den is far cooler than theirs.
Really?
What new den?
Ta-da! Perfecto!
You're a genius, Walter!
An evil genius. You're too kind. Took me all night to design these ownership papers for the treehouse. Nobody'll know they're fake.
Nobody. Except me.
Angel Face, hand over that document.
What's in it for me?
You want to get into Dennis's treehouse, don't you? Well, I can help you if you help me.
What do you need?
Plan D&G. Track Walter's den with our secret weapon. Nash!
One menace that dog sled.
Ready to mush!
Nasher, you know what to do. Nash! 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 Hold tight. This is gonna be a bumpy...
I've got something to show you.
Huh?
Boost, Nasher! Boost!
Oh!
Not in there, Dennis!
Cool! Baby's got an underwater den. Oh, about time too.
Angel Face!
Walters! So you've been leading us on a wild goose chase all over town?
Yep. Fun, wasn't it? Oh, not really. Ow! Oh, don't worry, Pieface. Walter said once you'd finally caught up with me, I could take you to his new den.
So, what are we waiting for?
Of course, I'll have to blindfold you. Don't want to spoil the surprise. Oh, are we nearly there yet? I'm hungry. Oh, we're here, all right.
Ah.
What? Welcome to my treehouse.
This treehouse belongs to us!
No, this treehouse belongs to me. Go ask your dad. The treehouse does belong to Walter.
He came earlier and showed us the property deeds.
The properly what?
Ownership papers, usually kept in Mayor Scrimp's office. They say the tree and the treehouse belong to Walter's family.
Walter owns the treehouse. That can't be right. I guess we'll need a new hideout.
I know the perfect place.
Pieface, sitting in your dad's old pie boxes in his pie shop is not the perfect place.
Course it is. Close to home, pies on tap. Perfect. Isn't that right, Paul? What do you mean, no?
At least someone's happy. We are menaces, and we are not letting Walter take our treehouse. We're taking it back. This is the treehouse. Walter's the pepper pot, me, Gnasher, Curly, Pieface. We sneak in, dodge our own traps, and take back what's ours.
Oh, tasty plan, Dennis.
We've been expecting you, Dennis.
Bring it on. More! That's torn it, Walter. Ha!
I'll just print some more. Hey, what is all this noise? Dennis ruined the deeds. Dennis! I'm sorry, Walter. Look, I'll pop down to the town hall first thing in the morning and get you a copy. The town hall? No, well, I mean...
You mean those papers of yours are fake? The treehouse never belonged to you, Walter.
No, I mean, no need. I've gone off this place. You can keep your stupid treehouse.
We're back! The treehouse was way too easy to break into. We need an old mattress, a broken bicycle, and all the baked beans we can carry.
In the morning, thank you. I've had enough excitement for one night.
Walter, I'm coming in.
Now!
Old baked beans. Dennis!
Woohoo! It's good to be home. Ready for the ultimate water slide of doom, Gnasher?
At least
take your jumper off, Dennis. It's so hot today. Is that a bald patch?
What? Oh, panic over. Chap at work lent me this research prototype he's testing out. Rejuvenating regeneration for the follically challenged.
Oh. Wowzer! This is awesome!
Hurry up, Dennis, or you'll be late for the school trip to the zoo.
Cool. Time for some hair-raising action, eh, Nasha?
Remember, class, no feeding the animals. Is that clear, Pieface?
Absolutely, miss. These babies are all mine.
What's in the bag, Dennis?
Watch this.
Oh, well.
You know, apes are our closest relatives in the animal kingdom. 95% of their DNA is identical to ours.
Oh, banana.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Beano Town hairy mammoth.
Mammoth? They're extinct. Duh.
Oh, yeah? Bet your lunch that there's a mammoth here.
You're on.
Me too.
On Moo.
Oh.
I don't suppose yours has got a pie in.
Oi! What's happened to Elvis?
Uh-oh.
Dennis, school, now.
Nasha, back! Let the medicine begin. Nasha! Nasha! Nasha, what happened?
Well, funny you should ask. He went in next door's pool and came back looking like this. I don't suppose you'd know how that might have happened, Dennis.
Sorry, Mum.
No good apologising to me. Apologise to your dad. He went in after Nasha.
Well, I think you look cool, Dad.
Good afternoon. We've had reports of a gorilla on your premises.
A gorilla, Sergeant? Oh, there's no gorilla here.
Gotcha! Come on, you. Back to the zoo.
But Sergeant, he's not dangerous.
Looks dangerous to me. There's only one place for a creature like that. Yeah.
Dad! Oh, what have I done?
Get in! We've got to follow that van!
Stop! He's not a gorilla! He's my dad!
Don't be daft!
Don't worry, Dad. I'll get you out.
Am I glad to see you? It's me, Pieface's dad. Walter's dad invited me for a dip in their pool, you know, 'cause it was so hot. And Luke! Still, 3 bananas, though. Oh.
Oh, this is bad. No, this is super bad. Gotta get Dad out.
Better get mine out too. Mum got a call from Dad inside the gorilla enclosure. He's loving the free bananas, though.
OK, we need to find an antidote fast.
Nasha, you'll have to be our guinea pig. I mean, dog.
Nash, 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 nash.
OK, let's see if this works.
That's brilliant! Seriously, though, we'd better find the antidote.
Nash, nash, nash. Nash, 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 nash.
Don't worry, Nasha. We'll think of something.
Nash.
Whew. OK, let's see if test number 273 will do the job.
Yes! Curly, you're a genius! Get that boy a striped jumper. What's the magic formula?
Ahem. 1 part liquid, add 3 parts dissolving agent, add to the hair restorer, shake repeatedly for 10 minutes, then dilute with 100% purification solution. What? Water! Pure tap water! The chlorine in the pool mixed with the hair restorer caused a chemical reaction. This created a new super formula that sped up the hairiness. I diluted the pool water with simple tap water and ta-da! The super formula was neutralized and we get 0 hairiness.
OK. I didn't understand any of that, but it sounded great. Come on, let's go give our dads a really good soaking.
Zoo's closed! Too many new gorillas! We're sending the extra ones away!
What? Right, Operation Super Nash.
Nash, nash, nash.
Now what?
Over there!
Dad!
Phew, that's better. Bit of fresh air. It's very hot being airy, you know.
Dennis, look! Is that your dad?
Quick, Nasha! Don't worry, Dad. We're here to rescue you. Yeah!
Oh, of course, it could just be an actual gorilla.
Oi! Over here! Dennis! Phew! Thanks, Dennis.
Better give him a hand. Get ready, everyone!
Whew! Thank yous. Oh, I don't know how I would have gotten back into their enclosure if it wasn't for Nasha.
Nash, nash.
You've all got free zoo passes for life.
Anyone seen my dad?
Was I supposed to get out?
Everything's back to normal. The gorillas are back in their cages, Pieface's dad's making banoffee pies, and Dad's got his bald patch back.
Dennis, isn't there a ban on using water because of the heat wave?
Yeah, but I'm using special water. Oops.
Stop! It's no good, Pieface! Oh! couple of days, and without Curly on drums, even Walter's soppy trio will sound better than us. Sorry, Nasher.
But what's more important than band practice?
I dunno. He's been acting weird ever since he started collecting boo bips.
What bips?
Boo bips. You know, they're on TV. Boo bips are cool. They're lots of fun. Make sure you collect everyone.
All right, then. So what do you reckon Curly's up to, then?
Only one way to find out. Time for Operation Curly Watch.
Cool.
Oh, fantastic. Ooh, bits are cool, they're lots of fun. Make sure you collect.
I can't believe it. He's thrown his burger away.
He doesn't really want the food. He just wants the boo bip.
But why? But what?
That's what we're going to find out, Pieface. Come on!
Good news? OK, I'll come over right away.
Come on! We've got to follow him!
Who's he going to meet? Oh, I hope it's not a girl. He's going to your house, Den.
No, he's not. He's going to Walter's!
So, is everything going according to plan, Walter?
I'll say. I told Curly the cafe was giving away boo bips, and he rushed over there right away. Missed band practice again. Oh, goody. Without Curly, the din makers will be hopeless.
Even more hopeless than usual.
Exactly. And without them lowering the tone, the undisputed stars of the school concert will be the Walter Chamber Trio. Jolly good. Shh, here he comes. Hello, Curly. How are you?
OK, I can't stop. I've got to get home to settle my new boo bip in with his pals. You said you had some good news?
Yes, indeed. Thanks to Father's connections, I shall be taking delivery tonight.
And can I have a good look at it and play with it a bit?
Of Boo course, Bip, Curly Bob.
Yeah, Boo, OK. But
I don't believe it!
Curly and Walter. Friends.
It's like Walter has got Curly under a spell. Did you hear them talking gobbledygook?
Yeah, I couldn't understand it.
That's because it was gobbledygook, Pieface.
Oh, right.
Anyway, he sounds like Walter's getting something Curly wants, and it's being delivered tonight. And we're going to find out what it is. OK, everyone, you know the drill.
I'm not sure how long I can hold this tent.
Don't worry, Pieface. This shouldn't take long.
A one-win boo bip, the rarest boo bip of all. And now that you belong to me, Mr. One-Whim, I can use you to control that silly boy Curly. This could mean the end of the din makers. And who knows, perhaps even the end of Dennis.
Huh, we'll see about that.
Sorry about that, Den.
No problem, Pieface. I know what Curly wants now, and we're going to make sure he gets one.
We are?
Yeah, we're gonna make him the best one-win boo bip ever. Three eyes, 8 legs, 4 wings, and 1 long tongue. Perfect.
I found him, Den.
Great! We're ready! Well, almost. Hi, you're collecting Boo Bips.
Me? Oh, no way, that's mad. Me collect Boo Bips. It's kid stuff.
So, you'll not want the one whim we got you then?
Oh, no, you got me a one whim?
Yep.
OK, I do collect Boo Bips. And yes, I'd love to own a one whim. Who wouldn't?
Then your wish is granted. Ta-da!
Is this a joke?
Huh?
I collect authorised figures, not fakes.
That's not a fake.
Yeah, Dan should know. He made it.
OK, it is a fake. But it's not the only fake around here, is it, Curly?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're supposed to be with us, not hanging out with Walter.
What? I'm not...
Yes, you are. We saw...
Hey, since when do I need your permission to hang out with anyone?
Wait, Curly! I didn't mean to... Oh, it's no good. If we're to get Curly back with us, we'll have to find him a real one whim.
But we're still broke, Den. And we're running out of time.
Don't worry, we'll get the cash. We'll just have to earn it. Not bad for a few hours' work. Easily enough to buy a one whim.
But Den, where are we going to find one to buy?
Well, we know someone who's got one, don't we? We'll just make him an offer he can't refuse.
Careful! It's very valuable.
I know, but this is probably the nearest I'll get to owning one.
Well, you can always come and play with it, as long as you behave yourself, of course.
Walter! You've got guests!
Oh, that'll be Bertie and Dudley. Hang Bip on, Bop Chaps! Oh, it's you. What do you want?
We've come to buy your one whim.
Really? I can't think why you'd want it.
We don't. It's for our mate, Curly.
I'm sorry. It's not for sale.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you'll change your mind when you see this.
Goodness.
Hang on, Dan. Where'd you get all that money?
Oh, delivering magazines.
And doing gardening.
And walking dogs.
And you did all that just for me?
Hey, what are mates for?
We wanted everything to be like before. Just the three of us.
And Asher, of course.
You know what? Me too. Come on, let's get out of here.
So long, one whim boy.
What?
Friends?
For life.
Pity we've got a new drummer.
What?
Just kidding. Let's go practice. The Din Makers are back in business and ready to rock and roll!
I knew it! They've lowered the tone of the whole evening!
Well done, son. You certainly rocked out. Played well.
Thanks, Dad. It's been a great day all round.
Yeah, we're all back together.
The concert rocked.
And we've still got all that money too.
Ah, yes, about that, Dennis. I've had a call from Sergeant Slipper.
You have?
Yes, about your fundraising efforts. Apparently all the magazines were damaged, and you broke a mains water pipe in Mrs. Creature's garden, and all the dogs had to go to the groomers. And I'm afraid everyone wants full compensation.
Well, Mum, that's rock and roll.
And remember, Maximulcho Bark Mulch will stop those weeds dead in their tracks. See you next week on Gardens Galore.
If Julian Acorn recommends Maximulcho, it'll be just what I need to get my garden in shape for Beano Town in bloom. We're off to the garden centre to get some.
All right, dear. See you later.
Oh, don't forget Nasha's bath.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
And now the cup semi-final between Beano Town Wanderers and Drain.
Oh, hello, Colonel.
What ho! Seems friendly, but don't be fooled. When it comes to Beano Town in bloom, she's the enemy. Now, by the left, quick grow!
Dennis! Mum says Nasha needs a bath.
Oh, Dad, do I have to do it? Oh, you know he always goes berserk.
Sorry, Dennis, I'm really busy. I'll have to leave it to you.
Nasha, you know sometimes we have to do stuff we don't like. I mean, I have to do me homework and tidy me room and eat sprouts and stuff. And sometimes you have to do stuff you don't like going to the vet. And having flea treatment. And having a bath. Wait! It's only soap and water! It won't hurt! It's only once a year! Oh boy, are we in trouble?
I should think you are. Not so much Beano Town in bloom, more bomb sight on a bad day.
What are you talking about, Walter?
Beano Town in bloom, the garden contest. Your mother was my main rival, but I'm sure to win now, thanks to you.
Right, Nasha, that's it. We can't let Mum get beaten by Walter. Somehow, we've got to get this garden fixed up again. Curly, call Pieface and get over here. I've got a gardening emergency. What? What's with the horse?
He's looking after it for his cousin. But ever since he's got it, he's been acting weird.
What? Weirder than usual?
He won't answer you unless you call him the Pie Crust Kid.
OK, fair enough. So, Pie Crust Kid, what's with the horse?
This here's my Palomino, Sylvia. Hi ho, Sylvia!
Oh, what was that all about?
She does it every time I say, hi ho, Sylvia.
Well, stop saying it then. It's not good, is it?
Not good at all, Curly.
I darn toot and don't see how... what I mean is, we'll never get it back to how it was.
No kidding, Pieface.
Hang on, he's onto something. We can't fix it, so maybe we should try something totally different.
You mean like bigger, better, more spectacular?
That's the plan. Once again, Genius wears a striped sweater.
Beano Town Towers?
A stately home garden?
Exactly. We'll make one just like it, except smaller. Stately garden.
Stately? In a state, more like.
It just needs an extra something.
And I know just the something it needs.
A pinch of down-home prairie fertilizer. Manure. My dad says you can't beat it.
Well, go on then.
What's happened to the garden? Dennis! What have you done? The garden's your mother's pride and joy.
I know, Dad. Sorry. I was trying to give Nasher a bath like you said, and it all got out of hand.
I should have bathed him myself. This is all my fault.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll think of something.
There's no time, Dennis. We'll just have to face the music. You two can go home. No sense in us all getting into trouble.
OK, see you then. Right, best be off then. See ya. You're bound to win Beano Town in Bloom, Walter. Your garden looks super.
Well, it's going to look even better this afternoon because it's getting a makeover from Julian Acorn, the man from Gardens Galore. Golly, does your dad know him? No, my uncle does. Once he's added the finishing touch, my garden will be sure to win the grand prize. Ha!
Here, that's not fair. Best tell done. Hi. I mean, come on, Sylvia. So, Walter's getting Julian Acorn in.
'Cause his uncle knows him.
And it's cheating, isn't it?
Hang on. Did you say Walter's uncle knows him, not his dad?
Yeah?
Get into Minute Mode, boys. I can feel a plan coming on. As soon as Nasher sees the TV van, he signals to Curly, OK? Then Curly signals to you and you alert me, right?
Got it.
Right, get into position.
He's on his way, Pieface. Hi-ho, Sylvia! I said hi-ho, Sylvia, by mistake. But don't worry, everything's under control.
Under control. Right. Ready, Dad? Remember, you're supposed to be Walter's dad.
No problem. Delighted to meet you, Mr. Acorn.
Hi, I'm Julian Acorn. You must be Walter.
Yes. How do you do, Mr. Acorn?
And you must be Walter's dad.
Indubitably. Delighted to meet you, Mr. Acorn. We're big fans, are we not, Walter?
Oh, yes. Double indubitably. Gardens Galore is my very favourite programme.
Great. Well then, let's take a look at your garden. It's a tricky one, but we'll see what we can do.
Hello, anybody home?
Out here, dear.
Ta-da! My garden! It looks fantastic!
Yes, thanks to Mr. Acorn here.
Mwah, mwah. Delighted to meet you, dear lady.
Oh, Mr. Acorn. Oh, thank you so much. But why did you pick my garden for a makeover?
Well, apparently it was all the idea of your little lad Walter here. His uncle called me.
But my son's not called Walt. Oh, Dennis!
So, who won Beano Town in Bloom, then?
The Colonel. The judges said he had a very disciplined approach.
Your mum would have won if she'd gone in for it, though.
Yeah, but you know Mum, as the garden had a professional makeover, she thought it'd be cheating if she entered.
At least Walter didn't win.
Not very likely, Pieface, seeing as you totally lost control of Sylvia. Well, there's just one thing left to do.
What's that, Den?
Nasher's bath. Bee's nappy cream, Dad's greasy hair oil, and Mum's silky face cream. Time to test out my latest Go Fast oil, Nasher. Perfect! Yay! Let's go!
I'm gonna throw the book at you for this, Dennis.
Uh-oh. Time for some amateur dramatics, Nasher.
Wait until I tell your father.
Pizza would be great, Mum.
What?
What's Dennis been up to now, Sergeant Slipper?
Well, he ran over my foot and,
Nasher, you know Dad doesn't like you eating out of his hat.
What are you talking about, Dennis?
You know, he might have had a bit of a bump on the head.
You think?
Maybe you should, you should take him to the hospital for a once-over.
Yes. Well, I suppose I'd better.
Looks like we bluffed our way out of trouble again, Nasher.
No, not you, Nasher. Pets aren't allowed in hospital.
So, what do you think's wrong with Dennis, Doctor?
His odd behaviour could be due to his fall.
It had better be.
Oh, this place is no fun. I wish Nasher was here. Nasher!
Oops! I could have sworn I...
Let's get Dennis to the X-ray department. A quick scan should confirm what's going on up there.
Hey, watch it! I'm not well, Mum.
So, how is Dennis, Doctor?
Extraordinary. It appears your son has swallowed a dog.
Nasher! Come away, Nasher. The doctor says Dennis needs total rest.
No, I just need to go home.
Well, out of the question, I'm afraid. We need to keep Dennis overnight for observation.
Overnight? But...
That's fine, Doctor.
Dad?
You heard what the doctor said, Dennis. Come on, Nasher. Time to get you home.
Now, the rules of my ward are no pets, no chocolate, no TV, no computer games, and no...
Fun. This place is worse than school.
No complaining. You're here to get better, not to have fun.
Hi, Dennis.
What? Walter? Do you know Walter?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, he's quite the star in our hospital radio.
Yes, I'm their best volunteer DJ. Tune in to Walter's radio marathon tonight. It's going to be jazz-tastic. Ciao.
Oh, why didn't I just fess up and take the punishment? It couldn't have been worse than being stuck in here with DJ Walter.
Now, Dennis, if you need anything, just buzz this buzzer and I'll come running.
You will? Cool.
Yes?
Could I have some water, please?
Certainly.
Could you pass me a comic?
What about your water?
Could you...
else you'd like me to do before I buzz off?
No, thank you.
I hate this hospital! Oh, hang on. Meatballs, me favourite.
Here you are, Walter. That should keep you topped up for your radio show tonight.
Oh, thank you. Shame there's only steamed cabbage left. Catch you later, listeners.
Nasher, good to see you. Quick, hide. Can I go home now, Doc?
No, I'm afraid you aren't going anywhere for 24 hours.
But there's nothing wrong with... That is, I feel much better. Honest.
Rest is what you need, and rest is what you will get.
No, I need to go home. Mum and Dad will be missing me.
Oh, it's so peaceful without Dennis under our feet.
I've told your mother and father that you'll be under observation until we see a real improvement.
Improvement? Him? Sounds like you'll be in here a while, Dennis.
That's it! We're breaking out of here now!
I hate biology.
Hey, you! Stop! No dogs allowed! Oops! Time to go, Nasher! Stop!
Come here!
Quick, Nasher! When I say jump, jump! Woohoo! There's no stopping us now! Freedom, here we come! Oh. Wet nappies! At least we're on the move, Nasher. As soon as we stop, jump out and run for the exit. Now!
Freedom! Bath time? Oh, phew. Boy, do you need one.
But I'll never fit into that.
You don't need to. It's a bed bath.
What? But I had a bath last month. Wait! Whoa! Oh, that's freezing!
No dogs allowed.
Oh, what a noise! Could things get any worse than this?
And welcome, night owls, to MC Waltie's Sleepy Boy Jazz Hour.
Apparently they could. Oh, I want to go home! Dennis must be well rested by now. Dennis!
Hi, Mum. Dad. Is Dennis well enough to go home, Doctor?
Yes, though he is still very tired. He'll need much more rest.
Oh, you could say that again.
Did it sting me? I think it stung me.
Uh-oh. Dennis, what do you think you're doing?
Yes, you know I hate bees.
Oh, sorry, Dad. It was just a bit of fun. The sort of fun we can do without Dennis. Oh, I blame that new joke shop.
Yes, stay away from it. Do something sensible for a change.
All right. I'll take Nasha for a nice walk. To the joke shop! Hi, Mr. Ha-Ha!
Dennis, good to see you again.
You too. So, what's new?
Ah, vampire chattery teeth. With a difference. Added bad breath.
Cool.
Oh, hello, Mother. Oh, yes, Mother. No, Mother. Oh, of course, Mother.
What's wrong?
My mother, she's flying into Beano Town this morning, which means she's going to find out I run a joke shop.
So, what's the problem?
When she gave me money to set up a business, she thought I was a vet. If she finds out the truth, I'll have to close down.
Close the shop? No!
I'm afraid so.
Unless we turn this shop into a vet for the day.
You mean play a trick on my mother? Well, I mean, that would be...
Fun? Curly, get Pieface and get down to Mr. Ha-Ha's. We've got an emergency. Oh.
That'll be Mother. Quick, hide! Mother!
Hello, Hardy.
Welcome to my practice. How was your journey?
The flight was bumpy, the taxi was smelly. This is it?
Yes?
You don't seem very busy.
I'm expecting my assistant to bring in a patient any second.
That's us! Come on, Nasha!
Ah, there you are. And who is this little fellow?
Nasha.
And what seems to be the problem?
Pointy arrowitis.
Ah, yes. Pop him on the table.
Surely there's no hope. Shouldn't you just put him out of his misery?
Let's see. Mallet, clamp.
Hang on, Mr. Ha-Ha. I think we need an anaesthetic.
Let us begin. Mother, you'd better sit down. Tweezers.
Check.
Lights.
Check.
Dramatic music.
Check.
Then I'm going in. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no. All things there. That's one. Oh, yeah. And there. Oh. Last one. It's going to be tricky.
Don't lose it now, Doctor.
Now to wrap up. There, right as rain.
Of course, he'll need to come back for further treatment, won't he?
Oh, yes. Yes, say in a week or two.
Well done, Hardy. You've saved him.
Psst. We've got a problem, Den. Look outside. Oops.
We're closed.
Closed? Do your job, Hardy. Save these poor animals now.
Oh, yes, Mother.
Telescope.
Telescope? He's cross-eyed. Hey?
He's suffering from concentric pupils. We've got just the thing. Next! Loud hailer!
Loud hailer! Oh, dear. Oh, I think he might have,
Low.
Low volume.
Low volume maximosis.
Exactly. He's lost his voice.
Try this, Mr. Ha-Ha.
Molly want a cracker. Molly want a cracker.
Next! Thermometer.
Oh, of course. Thermometer.
Classic case of nippy rodent syndrome. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Ha-Ha?
Oh, definitely. Yes, a very bad chill.
No problem. This'll warm him up. Next!
I'm very proud of you, Hardy. Now, give me a tour of Beanotown so I can show off my clever son.
Oh, yes, Mother.
Dennis, help! Dr. Ha-Ha, what about our vet school? Vets in training, that's us.
Oh, yes, eager to learn.
More school?
Hardy, you've got little apprentices. You're so dedicated. Go, teach. Ahem. Oops. And who is this?
I'm the local vet, and I've been getting a lot of dissatisfied customers. May I suggest, Mr. Ha-Ha, that you stick to what you know? Go back to running a joke shop.
I can't believe my ears. A joke shop? Can this really be true, Hardy? You run a joke shop?
But it's the best shop in town, Mrs. Ha-Ha. My favourite. Please don't be angry. Fooling you was my idea.
Angry? I'm shocked. Hardy Ha-Ha, you always said you wanted to be a vet.
Mother, that was when I was 5.
But can you honestly say that you're happy larking about in a joke shop?
We're all happy in the shop, Mrs. Ha-Ha, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
I suppose if you're happy, that's all that really matters. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Show me everything.
Results!
Oh, well, if you'd like to come this way, Mother, here we have a drawer full of fake doggy doo-doos. That's always a winner. Of course, the obligatory wigs, hats, itching powder, whoopee cushions. Popularity rock in a bag. Oh, it's a winner.
Oh, dear. God, that's hilarious.
Dennis,
I thought I told you to stay away from this joke shop.
but Mum...
Oh, please don't be too hard on him. Boys will be boys and they all like a joke. And some of these things are quite amusing. confusing, in fact.